Hey, um, I decided to make a valerian root tincture, and I thought I'd show y'all while I was doing it. If you have trouble sleeping, a lot of anxiety, um, this is an awesome thing to do. And I'm sorry I look like crap, but oh well. Um, of course, I got my jar. This is what I was telling y'all in the earlier videos. Save your jars. You know, you'll need them or you'll want them. And this just happens to have a star on top of it. Love it, love it. Pickled okra. Okay. Now, of course, the main ingredient in here is the valerian root. And believe you me, if you've ever worked with it, you know it does not smell good. It smells like really bad, dirty feet. So, but whenever you get it in here and it marinates, it's not that bad. Now, oh, it's bad. A lot of times people say it's best to use the fresh herb. I can understand that because they think that the medicinal and magical properties of it are more at power, but no. The thing is, whenever you put a fresh herb into anything and it sits, you're going to develop mold. It's going to ruin because the plant has water in it. So to me, it's very important to dry it out. So I have valerian root that's already dried out. And wow, does it smell. You can make as much as you want. This is a medium-sized jar. I don't even need to make this much, to be honest, but I plan on giving it to some other people. So I'll put 2 tablespoons of my valerian root in here. Oh, well, y'all can't see that. I don't guess you have to, but can you see it? And I don't have my candle lit. This is a tincture, and you really don't have to be a witch to do this. This is something this herb has been used for thousands of years. It doesn't mean that you have to put a spell on it. It already does this. It already has those properties in it. You don't have to call them out. You don't have to tell them what to do. Okay, I'm not going to fill this jar all the way up because I just don't need that much. Oh, wrong lid. Oh, Lord, that stinks. Now, there's other things you can put in here. You can put lavender for the calming. There's herbs out there that are muscle relaxers. Um, if you have a headache, you can put echinacea in here if you don't feel good. It'll help you heal and it will help you sleep at the same time. Just research your herbs. This will give you something to do. Hey, Carla. How are you, darling? I know you can't see me, but I'm trying here. What I do is I put a little bit of mint in there. Actually, I put a lot of mint in there to knock out the taste. I'll put 3 tablespoons of my mint leaves. And mint's good for calming too. I'm good, darling. How are you? I'm glad you're here with me. Are you off today? Okay, anyway, the next thing that you do, I missed it. Hi, cat. Okay, well, I feel weird doing this because I can't see you. Oh, bless your heart. Well, I don't consider anyone disabled. There's always something everyone has to offer. You're awesome. Kat, I was talking about my valerian root tincture. I put 2 tablespoons of valerian root in here and 3 tablespoons of mint to knock down some of the taste and the smell. You can put echinacea in there if you don't feel good. You can make it like a stick tincture. You know, when you don't feel good and you just need to sleep, it eases your body. Echinacea is for healing. Um, the valerian root is very calming and for sleep. And there's all kinds of other herbs out there that you can incorporate into your tincture. But once again, please be careful and make sure that you're not allergic to any of it um, before you ingest anything. And I say this before I'll show you all how to make any herb. Yeah, I thought about putting chamomile in this, but I chose mint instead. You're right, Carla. Um, I do things different every time. I'm just weird that way. But there's all kinds of herbs. This is one way for y'all to research your herbs and learn what they're about, and then you can make up your own. You know, that's what I'm trying to share. You can do anything you want. Just make sure it's not poisonous. I shouldn't have to tell anybody that. Make sure that it doesn't counteract with any medications you might be on, because there's a lot of herbs out there that will contradict those medications. They'll knock them out or they'll act up and you'll have a bad side effect from it. So just make sure you do your research on your herbs. That's why I have my WSDS, my witchy safety data sheet on every herb that I have. Even salt and pepper, I have those. Just make sure you do that because I don't want nobody getting sick. Kat, do you use the peel echinacea from the pharmacy? Or do you use it the dried herb or put it in a tea, or how do you use it? And you also have to be careful where you're getting your herbs from. Make sure you know the company. You know that I don't know. There's a lot of weird people out there. You don't want somebody sending you something that's going to kill you. But you can put anything in here you want. As I always say, you know, I just give you bases in what I do, and I don't do this the same way every time. Valerian root is always in there because it's my valerian root tincture. But sometimes I put chamomile, like Carla said. Carla, weird is good. Oh wow! See, I can't do that. I wish I could grow my own, Carla. I have a cat that I swear she is a vegetarian. Oh, okay, yeah. So you just buy it already dried and then put it in the capsules? That's what I was saying about this with the valerian root. If you have a really sick kid, but once again, you have to be careful, make sure they're not allergic to anything, because you sure don't want to hurt your children. As far as I know, it hasn't ever hurt anyone, but you never know. So just be careful what you ingest and what you give to somebody else. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. If you're sick or you don't feel good, then and you just want to sleep, you can combine all kinds of things in here, but it doesn't take very much. Maybe 1 tablespoon at a time. And I use 100% vodka in mine. You don't have to use that if you don't like alcohol. You can use vinegar. I would prefer to use apple cider vinegar if you're going to use vinegar. But um, yeah, you can do anything you want, but it's got to be something that ferments the herbs out of there to where they'll bubble up. Just picturing them bubbling up and all that essence coming out of those herbs and doing their job. Tequila. Damn, cat. You're my kind of girl. No, I stopped drinking tequila a long time ago. I'm too Irish and get too crazy on that shit. I like it though. Yeah, I would prefer anything white, a white liquor. Usually vodka's better because the taste isn't so loud. I mean, but if you want to, cat party, let's go. I'm trying to get some witches together, go to Salem with me next spring. I want to go so bad. I can't decide if I want to go to Salem or Greece first. I really want to be in Athens, Greece, really bad. That's my ultimate goal in life. That's on my bucket list. Before I die, I'm going to Athens. I'm gonna see the Parthenon. Yeah. Woo, wouldn't that be fun? I would love that. I would love that, Carla. Y'all get me talking, I forget what I'm doing. Hi, Willow. Good morning. I watch your channel all the time. I guess you know that I'm showing I'll make my valerian root tincture. I put 2 tablespoons of valerian root and 3 of mint. So far away, Carla, we would need to go. I know, Willow. Thank you, though, for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, first of all, ladies, we are not going to jail. No, no, no. That would be so awesome, though, if we could all get on a plane, a bunch of us witches together. Can you imagine? All right, let me finish doing this, and then I'm going to chat with y'all. Okay? Y'all get me sidetracked, and I'm going to forget what I'm doing. All right. Anyway, mine's pretty simple right here. This is a basic thing that you can do. I put 2 tablespoons of valerian root dried, 3 of mint to knock the taste down. Then I'm going to cover it with vodka. Well, I better put a little more in there. All right. I should have taken a shot of it too. Okay, so this is what you have. Potent already. All right. Now put your lid on it really tight. Give it a shake. And then you need to set it in the dark. Don't let light hit it for at least 6 weeks. You can go longer if you want, but it needs to set for 6 weeks. But you need to shake it every day. Check on it. The alcohol in it will stop the herbs from molding, so you don't have to worry about mold. That's all there is to it. It's really simple. And like I said, do not take too much of this. All you need is maybe 1 tablespoon. Okay. When it's done, it's fermented. That's all you need. All right. Y'all seen that. So let me see what y'all are saying. Yeah, you're right, Willow. Yeah, Carla, I can do that if you want it. It's really simple. It's just valerian root and mint and vodka. Willow, you keep it in a dark place. It's gotta not be hot, but it's gotta warm up. You know, like when you're fermenting something, and it's got to be at least 6 weeks. Now, afterwards, after it's done, I would probably keep it in the ice box or the refrigerator. No, Cat, you can't drink the whole damn jar. I love you. You're so crazy. Well, Carla, what kind of, do you mind me asking what kind of memory issues you have? There's herbs for that too. Is it dementia or um I'm also a nurse, so I might be able to help you with that. Cat. Oh, I love you. God, I love my witches. I don't know what I'd do without y'all. I don't feel so alone and by myself. Yes, I smoke. Sometimes you'll see me drink a beer on my channel. That's just how I am. I'll do what I want. Willow, I used to live in Tennessee. Well, I had a house there. I traveled a lot, but I had a house in Morristown. I think I might have already told you that, though. Morristown. It's just east of Knoxville. Oh, Carla. Bless your heart. I'm so glad you're still here, though. Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll do some research and I will come up with some herbs that will help you with that. Okay. I know they're out there. Mine ain't either, Willow. I'm telling you. I forget what I'm doing nowadays. Yeah, Carla, I'll do some research on some herbs and I'll concoct you something or give you a recipe. It's funny how we call it a recipe now and it used to be called a potion. Okay, let me write this down. Need something for memory and thyroid and high blood pressure. Okay. I think I already have one in mind for the blood pressure. Um, uh, Carla, I know right off the top of my head, ginkgo biloba is really good for memory. And it even actually has been proven to fight off Alzheimer's. No shit, Willow. Getting older kind of sucks. But the alternative isn't very good. You either get old or you don't. You know, I guess in some ways we should be very fortunate, and others we just wish that we didn't grow old. It's a woman thing. It's not even a witch thing. It's a woman thing. Everything starts sagging. Oh, man, you girls, I'm so sorry. Hey, girls, I'll be 52 tomorrow. And at 49, I had a major heart attack. It literally killed me. I was dead. Still here. I still have heart issues, but not like you would think I would have. I'm supposed to be on a lot of medication. I just don't take it. Oh, it's all right. Hey, I survived it. But thank you for the birthday wish. I have a cake in my refrigerator that my best friend brought me. I'm not much of a sweet eater, though. I never have been. My crosshead has got my. I love it. I'll tell you a funny story. My daughter and I, when she was younger, were, slapping on each other and wrestling and doing what we do. And she thought she popped me in the stomach. Well, I don't wear a bra if I don't have to be honest. So when she slapped me in the stomach, I said, ow, that was my boob. She goes, Mama, I hit you in the stomach. I said, well, where do you think my boob's at? She was like, ew. Cake and tequila. Oh my God. Yeah, I don't think I could handle that. No, no. Well, believe it or not, I do not have any tattoos. I'm thinking about getting one though, even at this late stage in my life. I guess being a crone makes you do crazy shit. But I used to be in law enforcement and I've been a nurse all my life too. So, you really couldn't get a job with tattoos on you that were visible, you know. I just never have gotten one. But now all that's over, except for my nursing part. So I guess I can do whatever I want. But I'm gonna get the moon, your typical witch tattoo. I don't really know yet. Y'all give me some ideas. Yeah, I know, Willow. I've heard that it hurts so bad and everybody just scares me away from it. Kat, you're probably sleeved out. Well, y'all give me some good ideas on some tattoos. That's what y'all can do. Think about that. Lexi, get down from there. Get down. My cat. Get down. Anyway. Hell no, I ain't putting that on my boob. That would really hurt. No. Mine are too skinny and floppy. No. I might get it on my hip or my butt cheek. I really want it right here. But I know if I go get another job, some of my clients wouldn't like that. Loan symbol. Carla, what is that? I've never heard of that. That's what I just said. Well, I've never heard of it. Well, what is it, Carla? Yeah. Well, I haven't ever seen it, Carla. See, you taught me something because I honestly had never heard of it. And I've been a witch for years. That's what I'm saying. In this path, you learn every day. Everybody knows something different. What does it look like? I mean, what is it shaped like? If you can describe it. If not, it's okay. I'll look it up. I'm waiting on y'all to talk because I'm just rambling. Oh, thank you, Kat. Yeah, that's what I say, Carla. I'll just look it up. You alone. See, I have to take notes. Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'll look it up when we get done. Because now I'm curious. Of course. So, Willow, I heard y'all got a lot of rain in Tennessee. In eyes hidden by artists, so I know it's there. Others don't. Yep. See, yeah. Yeah, I heard about that. I still have a lot of friends that live up there, you know, and I guess the whole state of Tennessee got inundated, or most of it. Well, see, Kat, I would too. I'd be proud of who I am. I'm still proud of who I am, but in my line of business, you got all these Christians that don't want you taking care of their family members if they see those symbols, which means I'll be out of work. Right, Willow. And that's weird, Willow, because you'd be surprised how many witches live in Tennessee. Way up in the Smoky Mountains, I met a lot of them. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. I try not to either until they start bashing me, and then I lay into them. Hello, Vladimir. Russia. Wow. How are you? All the way from Russia. That's awesome. How's it going over there? Well, thank you for joining us. We're a bunch of crazy witches. We have a good time. You do know that you're on a witchy chat, right? I hope you do. Some people get on my channel and they don't realize what they're watching. Yeah. They do that to me, Willow. They'll come on here and then you're looking for a fishing channel. Well, you're way off base. You're amongst a bunch of witches right now. But you're welcome to stick with us. We're pretty cool people. You don't have to leave. I'm not telling you to leave. I'm just letting you know who you're talking to. Oh my, that's funny. Really? How are you fucking looking for a fishing channel? And my title is Lady Adora the Crone. It has nothing to do with fishing, but whatever. And I didn't mean to sound rude. I didn't tell him he had to leave. I was just letting him know who he was talking to. And that's true, Kat. We seem to attract each other. Even I have been sitting in a club, I shit you not, and all of a sudden, you know how you're just looking at you and you turn around and lock eyes with them automatically. And finally, they won't quit staring at me, so I'll go up and say, "Do you have a problem with me? Why are you staring at me? You're making me nervous." And they're like, "I feel like I've known you forever." And we get to talking, and then I see some of the amulets she's wearing or some of the rings or the stones. You just pick up on that stuff. We're like magnets to each other. And that's awesome. That's a sisterhood. That's the way it goes. Did y'all see that book? Y'all really have got to read this book. I keep advertising this book. If y'all talk to each other for a minute and let me go grab it, I'll be right back, okay? Don't leave me. Okay. Sorry, guys. All right. Now, all right. This book, and maybe some of y'all have read it. Yeah, that's an old book, Carla. I have it too. I loaned it out to a friend. And I got to tell y'all a very sad story. Okay. I have my pentagram on a lot, but I usually wear it underneath my shirt, especially if I'm working. And being a nurse, you don't want to wear a whole lot of jewelry anyway. I usually don't even have any necklaces on. I wear my diamond studs, but no rings, nothing. Yeah, the big blue book. That's what it is, Willow. I loaned that out, and I got to tell you this, and it's sad. So I don't mean to depress anybody, but wow, I have been teaching a witch here in town, or I shouldn't say teaching. I'm sharing knowledge. I guess that's a better way to put it because I'm really not a teacher. Um, her best friend was a man, and she had an extremely jealous boyfriend, and things just got really bad. And I had just loaned her that book because she was wanting to learn more about it. And I told her, I said, well, it's Wicca. I'm not Wiccan, but it's basically the same concept, except we don't follow any rules. Um, the spells, the chants, are a little different, but she just wanted something to read on it. And I gave her that and a couple more. And it was so weird because, and I hope if she watches this, I'm not mentioning any names. So um, it was so bad, y'all. It really was. Um, they were at a pool tournament and her and him were playing. Well, she beat him out of it. And they'd already been kind of, and she had tried to leave him because he was just getting too possessive and being, stupid. So once she beat him out of that tournament, he grabbed all her stuff, her pool stick, her purse, her phone, um, and took off, left her there at the bar. Well, her best friend is a man. Well, he was more like her son. He pretty much grew up with her son. And, he took her around to places and made sure she was okay. Well, they called him and said, we're coming over there to get her stuff. Will you put it on the front porch? Well, when they knocked on the door, he opened up the door and started shooting. Hit my friend and killed her best friend. It was a bad, bad deal. And what's even more ironic about it is the night before he was in my house. Yeah, it was bad, Willow. Yeah. Well, and Willow, it shouldn't have to be that way because just because there's one, psychopath out there, and the warning signs, you see them, but we all think, especially as witches or empaths, you know, we think that we can help them or we can heal them. That's true, Willow. And yeah, Kat, when I had my heart attack, I mean, the whole bottom of my heart blew out. And they had no idea how I survived that. Right, Willow. And well, no, we're not shit. And we got to let them know that. Yeah, they are. I've always said women should have been in control of this planet from the get go. Yeah, it was horrible. I didn't know what to say to her or do. All I could be, all I could do is be there for her. No, it's never okay, Willow. It's never okay. That's why we have our hexes. That's why we make shit happen. No, it's not ever okay. Oh, I know. I know what you're saying. But I just don't want culture to get that in your mind that says, it's acceptable because it's not. And we have to fight that every step of the way. Yeah, Kat, I understand that. Yeah, you're right, Willow. No, you're not. You're not too old. Love can be found everywhere. You just got to look in the right places. Of course, who's to say what the right place is? That's true, Kat. I guess. Because it was funny once I came home from the hospital immediately. Before that, I didn't have much time for my craft. I worked all the time. Um, I didn't have a whole lot of time. My kids were little. Now they're all grown, and now I have nothing better to do but practice what I love to do. Yeah, I understand, Willow. Trust me. Man, I've been through some shit in the last 3 months, I'm telling you. But you know what? We're tough. We're witches. Couch hurt. Oh, Cat. You're funny as hell. Carla. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I get tired looking for it. But you know what's funny? And I'm telling you, this really happens. The minute you stop looking and expecting things, It's going to happen. Yeah. What are you? I'm going to start calling you the Black Widow. Yeah, I know what you mean, Willow. I don't know, but if this one's ever over, I don't think I'm going to get into another one real soon. I just seem like you said, study my craft and go to my altar and be at peace. I don't know. I don't know what the goddess has in store for me. Hecate works in funny ways, I'm telling you. Exactly, Carla. And I'm also so glad. Tell him I said thank you. Pat him on the back. Tell him your sister said thank you for being here with me and sticking beside me. I know, Willow. I know. Well, and you know that brings up another fact. In the witches realm, we had a conversation about what to call the male witches because they used to be called warlocks. Well, never called them a warlock myself, but they're just male witches. And they asked if they could be in a coven, and we were like, I must admit that a lot of us were like, no, this is our personal thing. You men have control over everything else in the world. This is our space, you know. But we let them in. What, I think there's only how many, a handful of men in the whole entire world during the witch trials that were burned. And I have a picture of one trial of them in there in my bedroom. Well, Carla, I honestly believe that those are just names classified to male magicians. It doesn't mean they're a witch. Witch carries a whole different thing, and actually, the Christians gave us that name, witch. And see that's I don't get. This is why I'm not in a coven. Yes, they did, or Hollywood did. Willow. Oh, she was a dark priestess. That's interesting, Willow. That's Latin, isn't it? Old English. Huh. See, I'm learning all kinds of stuff from y'all. I love it. Ah, okay, I already get this scenario, Cat. I'll tell you exactly what he's doing. Well, she told me this, and she told me that, and this is how we did it, and this is how you should do it, and blah, 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 blah. I got to put your foot down and put your broom down, stamp it 3 times on the floor, and say, this is how I do it. Oh, hey, Carla, I didn't know you weren't seasoned. That's okay. That's what I'm here for. Yeah, you're right, Willow, because nobody knows it all, and they never will. They never will. You learn every day on this path. I don't care if you died tonight, there was still way more to learn. If you live to be 150, there's still way more to learn. Nobody is that friggin' smart or intelligent or knows it all. Well, Carla, keep watching me and I'll try to help you. I mean, I don't know everything either, but as I learn and what I already know, I'll share with you. It's really a beautiful path. It really is. If you don't go too far. Yes, it is. It's an awakening. You're right, Willow. She's been awakened. Yep, they do. Using certain herbs and even Christians. This is what annoys the shit about me or out of me about Christians. They, uh, I was raised in a Pentecostal church. My grandmother used to get up and speak in tongues. I'm not kidding. Then another person on the other end of the church would stand up and translate what she said to the rest of the congregation. Okay, if that was us in one of our covens or out doing a ritual, they'd say the devil possessed us. You know, it just makes no sense. As long as you're doing it in the name of their God, it's all okay. Even Solomon himself, which was an awesome man in God's eyes, so the Bible says, he summoned demons. That's where the Solomon's key comes from. He claims that he summoned and trapped all these demons in this box. Met her at Renfest. He let me do my thing. Oh, it's always on. Yeah. You're right, Willow. Yep. They were all our holidays to begin with. You talk to Jehovah Witness, they don't even celebrate Easter because it was a pagan holiday. I love it when they come to my door, knock on my door, and I have this big old witch's wreath on my front door and a witch's ladder hanging on the front porch. They still knock. Now that's determination. Yep, that's right, Willow. Now I understand that's their way of thinking, but leave me to mine. Whatever works. I don't ever bash Christianity. I was raised with it. But and my grandmother, which I love dearly, lived next door to that God. That was her faith, that's what she believed in, and he knew what she was. But they don't have a problem telling us we're wrong. Exactly. Yeah, you're right, Willow. There has not been one person that I know of in the history of the pinnacle been killed in the name of any of our gods or goddesses or in the name of that pinnacle. It was all the Christians, the Knights Templar, the Crusades. We are peaceful people. They just don't get that. We actually, I'm sorry to say it, but I think we're better than Christians. Love you too, Kat. Thank you so much for being here. Love talking to you, Black Widow. Man, I'm having a good time. I love this. But y'all got to read this book. You can get it on Amazon. It's a Secret History of Witches by Louisa Morgan. You'll need to read that. It's an awesome book. It's fiction, but I promise you, you won't be able to put it down. It's a good book. Very, very interesting. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon, Willow. No, not necessarily. See, that is the issue in a relationship. No one's a dominant one. Are you? Yeah, there should not be a dominant figure. It's team effort, and Hecate will tell you the same thing. Okay, Willow. Do you want her to be the dominant one? Is that what you're saying, Smokey? I mean, if you do, that's fine. If you're willing to do that, but no, it doesn't have to be that way. Um, you know, in fact, the more he bows to me or caters to me, the more I don't respect him. Kind of the opposite of Christian. Are you talking about the man should or the woman should be submissive to the man? No, I don't believe in that shit either. Nobody should be submissive to anyone. We're not even submissive. Pray to them and give them. No, no, I would not. Mm-mm. Is that what she's told you? No. Mm-mm. Neither one of you should be the top dog. It's a team, and that is the only thing that's going to make that relationship. How would you put it? Um, more exertive. More about hell. It's okay, Smokey. I know. I know. That's what I'm here for. Now that's just my opinion. You can do whatever you want, but not be afraid of me. I don't want anyone to be afraid of me. That get your ass. But if you should be fine. No. I don't want no man that bows to me. I mean, he can be polite and treat me like a lady and spoil me, but when he goes overboard, it makes me sick. Mm. Yeah, like Carla said, we're equal. That's why we're witches. I don't think there's actually a man walking the face of this earth, whether he might be a male witch or not, that can dominate us. I don't know. Live and learn. I don't know, y'all. I don't have all the secrets to life. If I did, wow, we'd all have it made. Yeah, that's true, Willow. That's why I stress in my videos these younger witches, or even the ones just starting out. Have your own mind. Don't ever let anybody take your mind. That's the worst thing you could do. And I know there's a lot of abuse going on. And what aggravates me is women do not know their own power. And I've been there myself. That's why I can say that. I got pushed down so far that I forgot who I was. Depression and, you know, but when I got back up, it was with a vengeance. I never was, Willow. No. No, I was never raised that way. Not at all. Never thought that way. Carly, you will, honey. You will. Yeah, well, I know what you mean. I know. Yeah, and it's sad. I hate to see a woman beat down like that. And not necessarily physically, but mentally. Um, I just don't get it. But, well, I did too. As I said, I grew up in a Christian church. I sure did. Yeah. Well, I grew up in Texas. Does that tell you anything? Oh, my. But I sure loved my grandma. I didn't care what she did. I just loved her. She was the best thing in my life. But Carly, you will. All you have to do you have any books? Do you have an altar set up? Okay, Willow, thank you so much. I love you, sis. Aw, blessed be. You're awesome. Okay, Carla, do you have any books? Oh, okay. Well, it doesn't have to be a very big one. You can just get a tiny small thing and a one candle and an incense. And it doesn't have to stay up. You can move it around or put it back in the closet or whatever you want to do with it. Mine stays up in my living room, but I have room for it. So, well, then do this. Excuse me. Do this. I'm gonna be blue. Yeah. Okay. Now, some of that may contradict what I share sometimes because, like I said, I'm not Wiccan. Um, the basis of it is witchcraft, yes, but the way they tell you to do certain rituals and you have to do it this way and do it that way. I have never I've been a witch my entire life. I've never taken my athame and put it in my, uh, well, I just went blank. See what I do? In my chalice. That's just a ritual I don't do. But they're talking about when covens come together a lot of times. And the high priestess and the priest will do that. It's the act of having sex, which I push that out of my mind because witchcraft is not all about having sex and, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of the Wiccan tradition I do not believe in, and, whatever, that's my choice, and they do what they want to do. Or you can go on the internet and research. And the best thing you can do is go out in nature. You know, take a drive in the country, walk barefoot in your backyard, listen to the birds, feel the wind blow. Go out at night and look at the moon. You'll start feeling that connection. Baby steps. You mean in the book? Well, yeah, you don't have to be. Now, old tradition did say at one point that the witches danced around naked, and some of the goddesses, even Hecate in one of her messages, say, "You shall be naked in your rights." But that doesn't mean everybody's running out there having sex with everybody. Yeah, I don't want to be naked in front of everybody either. Now, I'm not going to say I haven't sat here in my own house at my own altar with no clothes on and did my work, but yeah, I don't want to be out there. Not to mention the fact you can get in a lot of trouble nowadays. Indecent exposure, jail time. Yeah, I sure don't blame you there. I don't do it either. But anytime that you have a question, let me know. Um, my email is thecrone51@gmail.com. You can email me or put something in the comments, and I'll answer you. If I don't know the answer, I'll find it. I have people I consult with because I know you're just starting out, and it may be scary at times, but you'll be all right. Just take it in stride. Are you working with a god or goddess yet, or do you know? Yeah, and it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take you going down many paths probably before you find the one you should be on. And that's the way it happens. It's okay. So we all go through that. And even some of us, after years of being on one path, go to another. You know, that's the beauty of being a witch. We do what we please. So you just use the elements. What do you have you done a spell yet? What do you call in to help you with your spell or magnify your spell? You don't have to have one, don't get me wrong, but I always have the elements present. Are you there? Okay, well, start with something small. You know, yeah, start with something small. Just like I said in my earlier videos, do a protection spell. That's the first thing you need to do is get your protection up because I'm telling you, this craft is weird. You'll have other, and it's not against people necessarily. I mean, the outside realm, the other realm than ours, it's some of our own kind. I ain't worried about what mankind does to me. You need to do that protection spell before you start casting anything. Put that wall up. Well, I do look like crap, don't I? Eh, totally Irish. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you for being here. Good talking to you. Blessed be. Okay. Well, it's been so good chatting with everyone. I really enjoy this, so we'll have to do this again. Um, y'all be good. Help each other. Be sweet. Once again, hit the notification button. You'll know whenever I'm coming online live. I'll answer any questions you have that I can. Blessed be. Love y'all very, very much. Bye bye.